So, today we're going to dive into a story that's all about perception, pressure, and, well, the impossible weight of public opinion. And really, it all comes down to this one big question. It's something we all probably think about, right? But for the guy at the center of our story, an actor constantly in the spotlight, this question is about to get very, very real. All right, so let's set the scene here. We've got this actor, and he's just been involved in this incident. The crazy part is, he actually did the right thing. He stood up for an older couple against some security guard who was way out of line. But you know how it is in the court of public opinion. The actual facts get messy fast, and now he has to make a choice. His advisor, the voice of reason, comes up with a pretty straightforward plan. Let's just use the truth. Let's find the couple he helped, let them tell everyone what really happened, and boom, his name is cleared. Simple, right? But nope. The actor just shuts that idea down. Flat. He frames it as this really noble thing. He's just protecting the couple's privacy. But you have to wonder, is he? Or is he really trying to protect his own story? Avoid the messiness of someone else's version of events. So he decides to go a totally different way. And then, of course, comes the public statement. Just listen to that. You've heard these before, right? It's like a masterclass in saying absolutely nothing. It doesn't say he was wrong, but it doesn't say he was right either. It's not meant to explain anything. It's just meant to make the noise go away. It's an apology for everyone, which means it's really for no one. Okay, so the cameras are off, the press conference is done. Now we're behind closed doors in the actor's private study. And in the room with him is this boy who's always around, always just watching. And the actor starts to explain why he did what he did. And there it is. That's the core of it right there. His big reason wasn't about telling the truth or getting justice. It was just to keep everyone happy. He genuinely believes that this empty apology is the key to making it all go away. But here's the thing. Does that actually work? Does trying to please everyone really fix the problem? Or does it just create a brand new one? A burden that's maybe even heavier to carry? The way the boy responds, well, it suggests it's definitely the second one. Now, what's so great about this is the boy doesn't get into a big argument. He doesn't lecture him. No, he pulls out something much, much older and way more powerful. He tells him a story. Because sometimes the real truth isn't in a debate, it's in a fable. And it starts with that classic, simple setup we all kind of know. A father, his son, and their donkey. They're just trying to get to a town that's a few villages away. Super simple goal, right? Just walk there. But public opinion is about to make that simple trip impossible. So picture this. In the first village, they're walking next to the donkey and people mock them. Fools, what's a donkey for if not to ride? So, okay, fine. The father gets on. But then they get to the second village and people scold him. How could you make your poor son walk while you ride? So, okay, they switch. Now the son's riding. In the third village, people shame the boy. You lazy kid making your old father walk. Ugh. So what do? They both get on the donkey. And in the fourth and final village, people just point and laugh at them for being so cruel to the poor animal. Every single time they tried to please the crowd, they were told they were wrong. It's just completely bonkers, right? They've twisted themselves into such a knot trying to please everybody that they end up doing the one thing that makes zero sense. They end up carrying the very animal that was supposed to be carrying them. That's the perfect metaphor for what the actor is doing. The fable was never really about a donkey, was it? It's about the absolutely crushing weight of public opinion. It's about the ridiculous burden you take on when your main goal is just to make everyone happy. And then the boy's question just cuts through everything. He looks right at the actor and asks the only thing that really matters. He's not just talking about the father and son anymore. He's asking the actor point blank, is this who you want to be? And just look at what that means. This is the end result. The donkey, that is, the weight of everyone else's judgment, it becomes this impossible load. It doesn't just wear you out, it completely shatters you. Trying to carry a burden that was never meant to be carried, it ends with you breaking. So, the question the boy asks the actor, it's really the same question we're left with. In our own lives, when we feel like we're being pulled in 100 different directions by what other people think, we have to stop and ask ourselves, do you want to be the one carrying the donkey?